from a... Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful!
Oh, what a superb finish to this first half from a great player. It's lifted the whole mood of the team and indeed the fans, and it should be enough to ensure they go into the break with a narrow but very welcome advantage.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Arsenal are in front now. The game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
This might spell danger. Mikel Merino is herring after that one.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pinches it off him. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That ball looks a good one. Chance, surely! It's a goal!
Hey, Mando bro.
They have grabbed themselves.
Bro, enga var solra?
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise.
Old school bro. Hi Rohit bro. Mando bhai, saaptiya?
So precise. The finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want
Hi
to
Rohit bro.
the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defenses apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Go. Ah, GG bro. Yeah, brother. Hi. How are you, bro?
And that has added a whole new
I missed you 2
dimension to the
days.
game.
Well, I'd
Last
happily
day.
watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
João Palhinha. Timber. And that's going right the way across. Costa Curta. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he has been fouled there.
Hi Mansur bro. Hi bro.
The ref's been lenient.
Na pe idu polliya?
He'll get
PUBG polliya?
chances.
Well,
Hey, like one thatti vidunga bro.
on a yellow, he should know.
Mando bhai, like one pottu vidu.
Bojan. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Merino. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Beckham. Now it's Merino. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
I'm not available for next days. Okay bro. Why? What happened? Going to hometown, huh? Rohit bro, are you going to hometown?
Their second corner now.
Already on yellow card. Yes bro. Okay bro. Happy January.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Marino. And here's Rafinha. Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, good take in a good area. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mateus. Rodri. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Ah, he's given it away. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Arsenal!
GG, bro.
And they're back in front. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Arsenal take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's a pretty loose pass. Iwobi. Bojan. And Mateus. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Rafinha. Could move up a gear here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mateus.
தரமாட்டானுங்க bro.
Knocks it into space. Now it's Marino.
ஏய் என்னடா இது அவன் பாலே தடுக்கல.
Carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And there's the shot.
என்ன ப்ரோ ஸ்மார்ட் அசிஸ்ட் மாதிரி போகுது பாஸ் உங்க ரெண்டு பேருக்கும்.
Few blushes here. Going 2 down at this.
அது லேக்ல அப்படி இதாவது மண்டபாய். அவனுக்கு பெட்டரா ஒர்க் ஆகுது.
Out towards the flank.
மத்தபடி ஸ்மார்ட் அசிஸ்ட்லாம் எதுவும் இல்ல.
Looking tidy in possession here. He's having
ஐயோ வேஸ்டா மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டனே.
off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Portugal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Messi, given the lift of his goal. Rodri. And it's Lopez. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. And it's Messi. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And Beckham! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. Lamine. Xavi Simons. Portugal looking to pass their way through. And that's it. Well, that was intense and enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Ultimately decided.
மண்டபாய் ஸ்மார்ட் அசிஸ்ட்னா கலரா மாறும் மண்டபாய் எல்லா ஷாட்டுக்கும். அது காட்டுறேன். எங்க போய் பார்க்கணும்? இங்க கேம் செட்டிங்ஸ், கண்ட்ரோலர், டீடைல் ஆஃப்ல இருக்கா? இதை ஆன் பண்ணோம்னா நம்ம பாக்ஸ் எல்லாம் கொடுக்கும்போது பர்பிள் கலராக மாறும். பாய் மேட்ச் ஆடுறதுக்காக கூப்பிட்டேன். ஒரு மேட்ச் தோத்துட்டேன். ஒரு மேட்ச் டிவிஷன் ஆட்டு வந்துடுறேன். சரியா? என்ன ப்ரோ ஸ்மார்ட் மாதிரி போகுது. ஃபாஸ்ட் டு பாஸ் உங்கள் 2 பேருக்கும். வாட் இஸ் பொசிஷன் ப்ரொஃபிஷியன்சி? இல்லை ப்ரோ, லாங் பாஸ் பயங்கரமாக ஃபாஸ்ட் ஆகுதா ப்ரோ? அது அவன் ஃபாஸ்ட், அவனுக்கு நெட்டு நல்லா இருக்கு ப்ரோ, அவன் தான் பாஸ் ஆகலாம்டா. என்னால் அதில் நான் தான் மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன் ஒரு கோல். அப்படி 5399 அவன் எதை இடத்துக்கிட்டு வரட்டும் அப்படி. இன்னைக்கு ஜோன்ஸ் ஐயாக்கு எப்படி போச்சு மேட்ச்சு? கான்பூர் எஃப்சி ஆல்ரெடி வந்துட்டு தோத்துக்கிறாரு. சன்விங் வந்து இருக்கு. இது கர்லரா? கர்லர் வச்சிருக்கியா? ஆர்எம்எஃப் ஜியோ கேன்சிலோ. இது கிராசிங் அடிப்பான். இப்போ சும்மா ஒரு மேட்ச்சு போட்டால் டிவிஷன் ஆப்போனன்ட் 3279 ஸ்ட்ரென்த், பட்டு வெறியான டிஃபெண்ட் போட்டு 3.0 வின் பண்ணிட்டேன். எந்த போயிட்டான் பையன்? சரி ப்ரோ, அது ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. அதை தான் நான் சொல்கிறேன். அவன் இவ்வளோ திலகிறான் அவ்வளோ திலகிறான் அதெல்லாம் பார்க்கவே கூடாது. சரியா? நான் ஸ்குவாடை கூட போய் பார்க்க மாட்டேன் நான். நம்ம கிட்ட தான் இருக்கு விளாட்றது, அவ்வளோதான். எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அவ்வளோதான். இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்லோவா விளாட்றவனும் நல்ல பிளேயரா தான் இருப்பான். நான் எப்போ மிஸ்டேக் பண்ணுவேன்னு காத்துக்கிட்டே இருப்பானுங்க ப்ரோ, அவ்வளோதான். அப்படியே கோல் அடிச்சிருவானோ. அதுக்கு தான் ட்ரை பண்ணுறான். அடிச்சிட்டான் பாருங்க. நான் சொன்னேன்ல. இதுதான் டெஸ்டாக இருக்கணும்.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Valverde demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Good ball, good take.
போங்க தம்பி, ஆட்டு வர வந்து.
David Villa was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision making we can't. He learned from it.
Rijkaard. David Villa. For João
அதான் எதாவது
Cancelo.
ஓப்பன் ஆயிடுச்சு.
He has found the way through. Incoming delivery. Zanetti getting this one clear. Zanetti looking for the run. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rijkaard. Quarter of an hour played. In towards the back stick.
பாசிங் ஆடிங்க எனக்கு தெரியும் தம்பி.
Well, the counter attack will
ஓகே
come
ப்ரோ,
to
தூக்கம்
nothing.
வருது. பை 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 பை.
Is an
ஆ
excellent touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was. Just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
சரி போயிட்டு வாமாட்ட பாய். உண்டான காயமெங்கும் நாளை மாறிப்போம்.
Pops for safety.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
ஓய் சாவுடா டேய்.
It's in. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Valverde does well to get it back. Chance here to counter. Donatoni. Now he's off and running.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's shot a goal! Off the post! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He won't be happy with that one. Donatoni. Here's a chance! Kaká demonstrating his defensive quality there. Kaká. Lovely feet. Nagatomo looking.
ஆனாலும் பர கிராசிங் டேய். எங்ககிட்டே கிராசிங்கா? சாவுடா.
Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be.
Batistuta! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Zanetti. And it's Kaká. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Not the most accurate pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's the chance to counter. And this is Son Heung-min. And he's lost his man here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Deftly away. João Cancelo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Zanetti. And this is Son Heung-min. Oh, that's nice. Challenge just a bit on the third side.
பெரல் அடிக்க தான் ஆட்டியா போட்டுருக்கியா? ஓ.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Son Heung-min goes short. Crosses it in here. And the first half is done. Portugal come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Portugal head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Rijkaard. Valverde. He can run onto that. Valverde is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rijkaard. And it's Kaka. And he's forced to go back. And it's Van Basten. Conte, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. It's Van Basten! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
João Cancelo. Batistuta. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Played over towards the opposite flank. Zanetti. Van Basten short changes him with that pass. Oh, it's come loose. João Cancelo.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Son Heung-min! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Son Heung-min really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona have their second corner now. They've played it short. And here's Son Heung-min. And there's the shot! No, not quite.
Son Heung-min clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Nagatomo. Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Stojkovic. Knocks it into space. The ball goes in. And that has been knocked clear. Batistuta, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Into the last quarter of an hour. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Corner given.
Hi, bro. Hi.
Corner number 3 coming up. Stojkovic plays it short. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further. Probably be looking to play it square from here. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Goes for a shot! No mistake! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Pedri. Barcelona desperately searching for the winner here. Conte.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And here's Van Basten. Distributed tidily. Fired deep towards the back post. He's there and gets it away. Has a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other.
Sriram, bro. Hi, bro. சாப்பிட்டீங்களா ப்ரோ? ஸ்ரீராம் ப்ரோ சாப்பிட்டீங்களா? என்ன சாப்பிட்டீங்க? கங்காவுக்கு எப்படி லைஃப் போச்சு? ஓகே. 6K சாப்பிட்டாச்சு. நைஸ். ஜோன் சையாக்கு எப்படி போச்சு? 4105 விஜிதா சலாம். நைஸ் பிளேயர். கங்கா ஸ்டில் பிளேயிங் ட்ரைங். நான் இன்னைக்கு பார்க்க வரல ப்ரோ லைவ். Ganga still playing, trying one new formation. You can see now. என்ன formation bro? Ganga still playing. Okay, trying one new formation. You can see now. நான் லைவ் போய் பார்த்துட்டு வரணுமா? சரி, நான் லைவ் முடிச்சுட்டு கூட போகிறேன், பார்க்க போகிறேன். சரியா? அப்படியே அவனை வெளில போக சொல்கிறேங்க. வந்துட்டானே.
As these two sides get ready to lock horns, this is football at its finest. Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. Well, we're on the way.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jib? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it. A newser of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
And he's surging through. Batistuta. He has found the way through. And the shot! Off the post.
konami help பண்ணிட்டான்.
That is good alertness. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Not the most accurate pass. And they've got a throw. Vieira. And it's made its way to him. He's having a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He gets big. It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
அதான் அவன் பண்ணான்.
Are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, he's not getting past him there. Nice physical challenge. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pinches it off him. Van Bommel.
ஏய் எங்கடா பாஸ் போறீங்க? நான் அவனுக்கு தான்டா போறேன்.
First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Van Basten. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Robson is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Oh, he's burst through! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions.
ரெண்டு டவர்ல வந்து எவ்வளவு ஸ்மார்ட்டா அடிக்கிட்டு இருக்கான் பாருங்க.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He can get that clear.
கிறிஸ்டி ப்ரோ, ஹாய் ப்ரோ, சாப்பிட்டியா ப்ரோ? எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு இந்த மேட்ச் தேராது.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Conte. Arsenal deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but you know they can't
பாசஸ்லாம்
just
தப்பு தப்பாவே போகுது.
continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. He's in a great position here. Robson! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Cruyff. Now Robson. Nicely shaped ball. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Conte. And it's Kaka. Kaka going face-to-face with his great rival. No way through there. Driving on and making good progress. It's played through for him.
கிறிஸ்டி ப்ரோ சாப்பிட்டியா ப்ரோ?
All the way through to the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And it's Nagatomo. Kaka can so cleverly bypass the press. Van Basten. Oh, good
இதெல்லாம் ரொம்ப ஓவர்
read.
ப்ரோ. எப்படி ப்ரோ தடுத்தாரு? அப்படியே ஒரு ரூட்ல பாஞ்சி தடுக்கிறாராம்.
No, that's been intercepted. Donatoni. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
பாருங்க ப்ரோ. டேய் அந்த பிரஷர் என்ன பண்ணலடா.
Nagatomo, just like so many of his contemporaries,
அவன்
is
அவ்வளோ
proving
தப்பு பண்ணுவானா?
very good at driving forward.
அந்த பால் அங்கேயே தான் இருக்குமா. நைஸ்.
Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's Kaka. Rijkaard. Opts for safety. Donatoni. Now Van Basten. Donatoni. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
அப்புறம் அவன் பட்டு அவங்ககிட்டே
The
போகுது.
whistle goes for half time.
நைஸ்.
So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
There's the start of the second half.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Van Bommel. Robson gets flagged offside. Portugal have reclaimed it. Robson. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Kaka.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Bommel. Donatoni. Robson plays a sharp little ball here. Van Bommel. He's found a way through. He's got the goal! Oh my word, that is quite something! A finish of true class! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Maldini.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's well spotted. Picked out, takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Robson goes short. Applies the finish! Oh, crossbar! And it's Vieira. Robson is always looking to break lines. Kaka. And that's gone loose. Now that looks a decent ball. Robson goes for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Rijkaard. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's a pretty loose pass. He's found a way through. Cruyff could try cutting inside here. And the shot's on here.
Van Bommel really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's intervened well there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He is through here. This looks promising. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Portugal really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Terrific header. And yes, it's there! With so little time left, grandstand finish. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Portugal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset...
Najim says panvara avlo bayamada amma beri team achite ngappe chaavungala illa edukku ellarringa
Seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
ingala edukku ellarringa poi saavunga thuk maatine.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Chooses to go crossfield.
Ball kedikka maatide.
Vieira. The man that is tenacity personified.
பால் மட்டும் கிடைக்குதுடா.
And that's it. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal.
இதான் கோல் பண்ணிட்டேன். Easier no, bro, no.
பிளேயர் தெரியலன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் ப்ரோ.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Cramped and narrow. That's how it is in the Boca district. These vertical three-tier stands, very much a creation out of necessity. And at the same time, they are what make the Bombonera so unique. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Conte. So what can they make of this? And it's Rijkaard to Marquinhos. And that is a little undercooked. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Zanetti showing good feet. Knocks it out wide. Looking for options for movement. Messi. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Donatoni. Big header! Against the crossbar. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Goes looking wide. Hernandez has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. There's the header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, Red, nice interception. Pass somewhat off target. Ambitious ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Portugal have reclaimed it. Van Basten. It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's a pretty loose pass. Nagatomo is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Azar. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That is good alertness. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, important interception. Ronaldo with a definite foul there. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Pinches it off him. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Van Basten. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zanetti takes it, climbs up big. And he gets rid in a hurry. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Vitinha! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And they're quick to get it back. And that's going right the way across. And no, that was never going to make it. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. The sides separated then just by that one unfortunate moment. And the score is 1-0. Van Basten chasing after it. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's superb. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more. But you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Portugal leading 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half. Portugal carrying a 1-goal lead. Gets a good foot in there. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a fine interception. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's cut it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Fabian Ruiz. Portugal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Looking to play him in. That's very neat. Messi, expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he thumps it clear. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Played out wide. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball.
Ah, he's given it away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
The team still separated by the game's only goal. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Mbappe. Some resolute defending there. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Nagatomo.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern...
Terrific header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Kaka. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And the shot! Oh, taken with style. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Looking for the run. Delivers with whip. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Messi. Vitinha. Can he get on the end of this?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Donadoni concedes a free kick for that. And he's going to have his name taken. there's going to be another change here. Hausen. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Osimhen. Rosicki. Marquinhos clears it away. Cristiano Ronaldo. Zanetti.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Zanetti looking to get on the end of this. Defending of the desperate variety. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Fabian Ruiz defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's picked his way through. And it's Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Zanetti. Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Ribéry. Vitinha. No, that's been intercepted. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Hausen with the clearance. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get. And well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Crosses it in. He gets big. Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Not a lot we need to say about that. And he's managed to get rid. That'll be a throw. Swings in across. Conte, foot in. Now it's Vinicius Jr. And it's Van Basten. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. It's an early cross. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's crossed into the... Oh, smashing header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that has been cut short. Bellingham play. Oh, that's ambitious. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Now it's Vinicius Jr. It's come to nothing. Looks across and plays it in. That is ended up in no man's land. Think through. He's found a way through. They want to be quick to recover this. And he thumps it clear. In it comes. Portugal still without a single shot on target. Rijkaard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of face-to-face with the keeper. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. 30 minutes gone. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, no joy this time. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Zanetti. And it's Van Basten. Portugal finding their passes. Nagatomo has it out wide and in space. Deflected behind for a corner kick. That's a sharp pass. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a pretty loose pass.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Iraq really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And across. Howson. Here's Nagatomo. Rijkaard. And it's Nagatomo. Now he's off and running. Stood up well to him there.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Donatoni. And we hit half-time.
Hi bro.
The half of could have
Yo,
some
Manta
should
boy.
haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we
Hi Jones bro.
started.
நான் பார்க்கல சரியா.
Both managers to mull over here.
மண்டபா இல்ல ப்ரோ, சீக்கிரமாவே தூங்க போயிட்டான்.
To review the first half.
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're straight
ஒரு
back
பாஸ்
at it
போட்டுலாம்
at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Threads one in.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
The ball's gone astray. Lovely, now then. That is good alertness. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in space and looking for a... Takes a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Hi Jones bro.
Very, very good. You
சாப்பிட்டியா
can't
bro?
ask for much more than that.
நேற்று தான் லைவ் முடிச்ச போல.
Their second corner of the game. Only partially clear. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Kaká. An instinctive delivery. Serginho tries to clear. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Conte. Almost an hour gone. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. Not the most accurate pass. No breakthrough, and well into the second period, it is still anyone's game. Zanetti. Can he latch on to this? In comes the corner. Iraq have their second corner now. Rijkaard getting this one clear. There's the shot! Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Portugal are looking to go forward now. He is through here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Just eases him off the ball. Can he get it through? Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rijkaard. Kaká. Nicely weighted ball. Cleared without complication. Just about up to 75 minutes. Plays a sharp little ball here. Looking to go deep. Big header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van Bouten gets good distance on it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Romero. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Now he's got space here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Romero gets across to intercept that.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Tries to get it clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Xavi Simons was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now what about this cross? Nagatomo.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Torres is onto this. That is a brilliant interception. And the referee brings it to a close. So we finish.
Hi gamer bro.
Try as they
சாப்பிட்டியா
might,
bro?
neither was able to break through.
இப்போ அங்க மணி என்ன?
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Portugal certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should.
ஏன் gamer bro? இப்போ அங்க மணி என்ன gamer bro? ஐயர் மாதிரி எல்லாரும் வந்துறாங்க. சாமி. காலை கீழே வச்சிருக்க மாட்டோம். அதான் உயிர் எடுத்து போட்டு. ஏன் கேமர் பாய் இப்போ மணி என்னங்க? நைட்டு சாப்பிட்டியா? இப்படி வேலை தேனியா? எப்படி போகுது? பதினொன்று 20. ஓ அவ்வளோதான் ஆகுது அதுக்குள்ள. ஓ இங்கே 1:50 AM ஆயிடுச்சு. ஜோன்ஸ் ஐயா இருக்கியா லைவ்ல? போச்சுரா, கேம் கிராஷ் ஆயிடுச்சு. இதில் மைனஸ் வரியா? உள்ள வந்துரு கேம் கிராஷ் ஆகாத.